Have you ever felt bloated, tired, or heavy after eating something that's supposed to be good for you? Here's a little-known truth that might shock you. One of the healthiest fruits on your plate could quietly be harming your digestion, kidneys, and even your heart, especially after 60. Doctors in Japan have warned about this for years, but almost no one in America talks about it. And it's not about eating less, it's about what you mix together. The wrong combination can turn a healing food into a hidden trigger for inflammation, fatigue, and poor circulation. Today I'm going to show you the 3 foods you should never eat with papaya and the simple way to enjoy it safely to protect your energy and your health after 60. Before we start, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from and what time is it right now? Share it in the comments below. I truly enjoy reading where everyone's tuning in from. And if you enjoy learning about healthy aging, hit subscribe. If not, go ahead and hit like instead. Let's see which one wins today. Why the body changes. After 60, something subtle begins to shift inside the body. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's not a sign of weakness. It's simply nature's quiet adjustment. The systems that once ran at full speed start to move a little slower. The enzymes that help break down your meals become fewer. The stomach acid that once burned bright loses some of its strength, and the body's ability to absorb nutrients begins to fade little by little. Think of your digestion as a highway. In your 40s, it was wide open, fast, smooth, and efficient. But after 60, it becomes more like a country road, slower, gentler, and sometimes filled with unexpected bumps. Food takes longer to move through, and the stomach has to work harder to get the same results. That's why a meal that once made you feel energized can now leave you feeling heavy or tired. Your gut bacteria, those tiny helpers that keep your digestion and immunity strong, also begin to change with age. Years of antibiotics, stress, and even too much processed food can reduce their diversity. The result is more bloating, gas, acid reflux, and that uncomfortable sense that something just doesn't feel right after eating. Many older adults think this is just aging, but much of it comes from the changing balance within the gut itself. And then there's the American way of eating. You wake up, pour a cup of strong coffee, maybe have a fruit smoothie or a yogurt bowl. Quick, light, convenient. But here's the catch: coffee on an empty stomach increases acid production. Cold smoothies slow digestion even further. And mixing too many fruits can spike your blood sugar before your body's even fully awake. The combination can leave you feeling jittery, bloated, or oddly fatigued by mid-morning. It's not your imagination, it's your metabolism signaling that it needs more care now. At this stage of life, digestion thrives on warmth, balance, and simplicity. That might mean swapping iced drinks for room temperature tea, taking a short walk after breakfast to wake up your circulation, or adding a little ginger or lemon water before a meal to gently prepare the stomach. Small shifts like these can make a world of difference. The truth is, aging doesn't steal your health, it just changes the way your body communicates. It whispers instead of shouts. It asks for patience where it once demanded speed. And when you listen closely, you'll realize your body is still working hard for you, just in a different rhythm. So if you've noticed that the foods you loved in your 40s now leave you off balance, it's not all in your head. It's simply your body asking you to slow down, adjust, and support it in new ways. With the right care, your digestion can still feel light, strong, and steady, just like the rest of you. Teresa is 72 and lives in a quiet neighborhood in Florida. Her mornings always began the same way: sunlight streaming through the blinds, a soft breeze carrying the smell of salt from the ocean, and a tall glass of her favorite smoothie, a mix of ripe papaya, half a banana, a splash of almond milk, and a few ice cubes. It was her daily ritual, the drink she believed kept her strong and energized. For the first week, she felt great. The sweetness reminded her of summer, and she loved telling her friends at the senior center that she had finally found the perfect healthy breakfast. But slowly, something began to change. Her stomach felt heavier after each sip. By the afternoon, she was tired and sluggish. A gentle walk around the block left her winded. Then came the bloating, the uneasy pressure under her ribs, and those strange blood pressure swings that hadn't happened in years. At first, Teresa blamed her age. I guess this is just what 70 feels like, she told herself. But deep down, she felt something wasn't right. She was eating clean, staying active, and drinking plenty of water. How could her body be reacting this way? Out of concern, she made an appointment with her doctor, a soft-spoken nutrition specialist, who listened carefully as Teresa described her routine. When she mentioned the papaya and banana smoothie, his eyes softened with understanding. Teresa, he said gently, your body isn't failing you. Your food combinations are. He explained that papaya and banana, though both healthy, digest very differently. Papaya breaks down fast with the help of an enzyme called papain, while bananas are slower, heavier, and filled with resistant starch. Together they create what he called a digestive traffic jam. The enzymes from the papaya get trapped, fermentation begins, and the stomach produces excess gas and acid. For a 72-year-old digestive system, that's a perfect recipe for fatigue and discomfort. He suggested a small change: eat the papaya by itself, preferably mid-morning with a pinch of fresh ginger or a warm cup of water. Save the banana for later in the day, perhaps as an afternoon snack with a few walnuts or a spoon of peanut butter to steady the blood sugar. Teresa followed the advice. Within a week, her energy returned. The bloating disappeared. Her blood pressure settled again, and she said her body felt lighter, calmer, like it was finally breathing again. That moment changed how she saw food, not as good or bad, but as a kind of conversation with her body. Some foods speak gently, others talk over each other. Her new rule was simple: eat in harmony, not in conflict. Sometimes it's not age that slows us down, it's the way we mix our foods. Teresa's story reminds us that health isn't about doing more. It's about doing things smarter. And even in our 70s, one mindful choice can turn discomfort into strength, confusion into clarity, and an ordinary morning into a gentle act of healing. Mistake number 1, papaya and milk. A healthy combo that quietly hurts digestion. For many older adults, breakfast is a comforting ritual. A quiet start to the day with the familiar sound of a blender, the smell of ripe fruit, and the belief that a smoothie filled with papaya and milk must be good for you. It feels fresh, creamy, and nourishing. But here's the part few people realize: this healthy combination can quietly overwhelm your digestion after 60. It's not because papaya or milk are bad on their own, it's because together they make your stomach work twice as hard. Let's break it down in simple terms. Papaya contains an enzyme called papain. It's famous for helping the body break down proteins. That's why many people say papaya is good for your gut. But milk contains a protein called casein, and as we age, our bodies produce fewer digestive enzymes and less stomach acid. When papain meets casein, it's like asking two musicians to play different songs in the same room. Instead of harmony, you get noise. The body struggles to digest both at once, leaving food to linger too long in the stomach. That's when symptoms begin, the quiet signs most people dismiss as just getting older. You might feel bloated an hour after eating. You might notice that uncomfortable heaviness right under your ribs, or mild acid reflux that keeps you from sleeping well. Sometimes it's fatigue, that slow, heavy feeling that shows up mid-morning right after breakfast. Many seniors assume it's simply age or medication side effects, but often it's just the body trying to handle a food pairing that no longer fits its rhythm. Harold, a 74-year-old retiree from Arizona, learned this the hard way. Every morning he made a papaya smoothie with low-fat milk and a bit of honey. He loved it. It reminded him of tropical vacations and made him feel like he was doing something good for his heart. But within weeks, he began feeling sluggish. His stomach felt tight and gassy. His doctor prescribed antacids, but the discomfort returned each day. Eventually, during a nutrition consultation, someone asked him what he ate for breakfast. When Harold described his smoothie, the nutritionist smiled gently and said, "That's the problem." She explained that as the body ages, digestion slows and enzymes weaken. Milk, especially cow's milk, takes longer to process and often triggers inflammation in sensitive stomachs. When combined with papaya, which digests quickly, the mixture can ferment inside the gut, creating gas, bloating, and acid buildup. It's not immediate, but it builds quietly meal after meal. Harold was skeptical, but he agreed to try an experiment. For 1 week, he replaced the milk with unsweetened almond milk and added a small pinch of fresh ginger for warmth. Within days, the difference was remarkable. His bloating disappeared. The heaviness lifted. He even said his morning walks felt easier because he no longer felt that dull pressure in his belly. In Japan, where many centenarians live active lives well into their 90s, this rule has been known for generations: never mix tropical fruits like papaya with milk. They believe it disrupts the body's digestive harmony. Instead, papaya is often eaten alone, slightly warmed, or served with a touch of lime or ginger to help the stomach wake up gently. It's a practice based not on restriction, but on respect for the body's natural rhythm. The lesson is simple and powerful. If you love papaya, let it shine. Eat it by itself. Let your stomach focus on one beautiful healing fruit instead of juggling too many tasks at once. After 60, digestion thrives on simplicity, fewer combinations, gentler foods, warmer meals. So the next time you reach for the blender, pause for a moment. Skip the milk. Add water, a few cubes of ice, or a slice of ginger instead. Listen to how your body responds. The lightness you feel afterward isn't magic, it's balance restored. Remember this gentle truth. Your body hasn't stopped working. It's just asking you to work with it. If you love papaya, let it be the star. Don't drown it in milk. Mistake number 2, papaya and banana, when healthy turns heavy. If you walk into almost any kitchen in America, you'll find 2 fruits sitting side by side on the counter, a ripe papaya and a bunch of bananas. They seem harmless, even perfect together. Many older adults blend them into a morning smoothie thinking, what could be healthier than fruit? But here's the truth. Most people never hear papaya, and banana don't digest at the same speed. And when they travel through your system together, they can create what doctors call a digestive traffic jam. Imagine your digestive tract as a busy highway. Papaya is like a small, fast car light, smooth and quick to reach its destination. Banana, on the other hand, is a heavy truck carrying a big load. It moves slowly, takes longer to unload, and demands more energy from your body. When the two are on the same road, the fast car gets stuck behind the truck. The result, everything slows down, creating congestion in your gut. For younger bodies, that delay might not cause much trouble. But after 60, digestion becomes more sensitive. Stomach acid is lower, enzymes are weaker, and gut bacteria are less diverse. That means even small food mismatches can lead to bloating, gas, or fatigue. Over time, the combination of papaya and banana can ferment in the stomach, producing excess gas and acidity, the same uncomfortable heaviness you might blame on aging or medication. Joyce, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Oregon, had been feeling that way for months. Every morning, she started her day with what she proudly called her tropical energy smoothie: half a papaya, half a banana, a few ice cubes, and some almond milk. She loved the taste, but not the aftermath. By noon, she felt drained. Her belly felt tight, and she often needed a nap just to get through the day. I thought it was my blood pressure meds, she told her doctor. Turns out it was breakfast. When her nutritionist looked at her food journal, the problem was clear. Papaya digests in less than an hour. Bananas can take up to 3. The longer food sits in the stomach, the more likely it is to ferment, producing gas and inflammation. On top of that, the sugar balance between these 2 fruits adds another challenge. Papaya is rich in fructose, a sugar that digests slowly, while bananas are higher in glucose, which absorbs quickly. Together, they send mixed signals to your blood sugar, causing a quick rise followed by a sharp drop. That's the mid-morning crash many seniors feel after eating healthy fruit bowls. The fix, however, is beautifully simple. Eat your papaya in the morning on an empty stomach, when your body can fully absorb its enzymes and nutrients. Let it be your gentle wake-up fruit, bright light and easy to digest. Then save your banana for later in the day, perhaps with a small handful of walnuts or a spoonful of peanut butter. The protein and healthy fat will help slow down the banana's sugar release, giving you steady energy instead of a quick spike and crash. Some Japanese longevity experts even recommend pairing papaya with a bit of lime or ginger instead of another fruit. It warms the stomach and helps the body use papain, the enzyme in papaya, more efficiently. Meanwhile, bananas, being heavier, belong to what they call slow energy foods, best eaten alone or as part of a mid-afternoon snack. Joyce followed that advice. Within a week, her bloating disappeared. Her energy lasted longer, and she no longer needed an afternoon nap. "I didn't change what I ate," she said with a smile. "I just changed when I ate it." It's a small but powerful lesson. The healthiest foods aren't always healthy together. Sometimes it's not about what you eat, but how your body handles it. After 60, your digestion is like a fine instrument, sensitive, precise, and deserving of care. So the next time you reach for that blender, remember this: papaya is your fast car, banana is your heavy truck. Let them travel separately. Your stomach will thank you, your energy will rise, and your mornings will finally feel light again. Because sometimes even the healthiest foods don't get along in the same bowl. Mistake number 3, papaya and lemon. When two healthy choices collide. If there's one habit that many health-conscious Americans have adopted in recent years, it's starting the day with lemon water. It feels clean, refreshing, and full of promise. A gentle detox before breakfast. Then not long after comes the morning fruit bowl or smoothie, often with papaya for its natural sweetness and digestive benefits. On paper, it looks perfect. But here's the surprising truth: when you combine papaya and lemon, you may be canceling out the very benefits you're trying to gain. Let's look at why. Papaya contains an enzyme called papain, one of nature's best tools for breaking down protein and supporting digestion. It works best in a mild alkaline environment. That means your stomach needs to be calm, not overly acidic for it to do its job. Lemon, on the other hand, is extremely acidic. When you drink lemon water or squeeze lemon juice over papaya, it changes your stomach's pH level, making it too harsh for papain to function properly. The enzyme gets switched off before it even starts working. Over time, this imbalance can lead to subtle but uncomfortable problems. The acid may irritate the delicate lining of your stomach, especially in older adults whose digestive systems are already more sensitive. You might feel a mild burning in your chest after meals, or notice bloating, gas, or even muscle cramps from poor nutrient absorption. It doesn't seem dangerous at first, but the effects build quietly, meal after meal, until discomfort becomes the new normal. And here's the catch. This mistake often happens without anyone realizing it. Many seniors have been told that lemon water kickstarts digestion, or that adding citrus to fruit bowls enhances vitamin C absorption. So it feels like the right thing to do. But if you're over 60 and dealing with slower metabolism, low stomach acid, or even mild reflux, this combination can make your mornings more stressful than soothing. I once worked with a woman named Ellen, a retired nurse in her late 60s, who drank warm lemon water every morning, immediately followed by a bowl of papaya and strawberries. She believed she was treating her digestion kindly, but she couldn't figure out why she often felt bloated and fatigued afterward. Once she began separating the two lemon water, first thing then, waiting 45 minutes before eating papaya, the change was almost immediate. Her reflux stopped, her energy improved, and she said she felt peace in her stomach for the first time in years. The science is simple but powerful. When lemon acid and papaya's enzymes meet, they neutralize each other. Your stomach becomes confused, too acidic to absorb nutrients, well yet too irritated to digest comfortably. Over time, that can lead to nutrient loss, especially of calcium, magnesium, and vitamin B12, nutrients that are already harder for older adults to absorb. But don't worry, you don't have to give up either food. Lemon and papaya are both healing in their own ways. They just need their own moments. If you enjoy lemon water in the morning, drink it first thing, then give your body at least 30 to 60 minutes before eating papaya. Let your stomach reset, find its balance again, and you'll feel lighter, calmer, and more energized throughout the day. Your body thrives on rhythm, not restriction. Think of digestion like a gentle symphony. Every note matters, but timing makes the music. So enjoy your lemon love, your papaya, but let them play their parts separately. Because even the healthiest habits can clash when the timing is wrong. The right way to eat papaya. After 60, papaya is often called a healing fruit, gentle, nourishing, and full of life. But after 60, even healthy foods require a little more awareness. The body changes. Digestion slows, enzymes decrease, and what once felt light can now feel heavy. The key isn't in cutting things out. It's in learning how to work with your body instead of against it. Timing is the first secret. Papaya works best when your digestive system is calm and unburdened. That's why it's ideal to eat first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It gives your body a soft, natural wake-up, setting your digestion in motion for the day ahead. If mornings are too early for fruit, enjoy papaya mid-morning or mid-afternoon when your energy dips. Those quiet breaks between meals are when papaya helps cleanse and restore balance, supporting your gut without strain. Next comes portion. More isn't always better, especially as we age. The perfect serving is around 4 to 6 ounces or half of a small papaya. That's enough to nourish your system without spiking blood sugar or overwhelming digestion. Papaya's enzymes, particularly papain, work best in moderation, allowing your stomach to process efficiently and comfortably. Temperature also matters. Many older adults eat papaya straight from the fridge thinking the coolness feels refreshing, but cold foods can slow digestion and tighten stomach muscles, making it harder for food to move smoothly. Let your papaya sit at room temperature for about 15 minutes before eating. That small detail allows the enzymes to activate and makes the fruit more soothing on the stomach. Now let's talk about combinations. Papaya is wonderfully versatile, but not every pairing supports your health. For stronger muscles and better sleep, try it with pumpkin seeds or walnuts, both rich in magnesium and plant-based protein. If you prefer a creamy option, add a few slices of avocado and a sprinkle of chia seeds for healthy fats. Fiber and steady energy. For a gentle detox, mix papaya with fresh mint and flaxseed, cooling, cleansing, and easy on digestion. Smoothies are fine too, as long as they stay simple. Blend papaya with unsweetened almond milk, cucumber, and spinach for a light hydrating drink. Avoid dairy or citrus, which can interfere with papaya's enzymes and cause bloating. The goal isn't a super smoothie, it's balance and calm. Finally, slow down. How you eat matters just as much as what you eat. Take small bites, chew well, and breathe. Feel the sweetness, the softness, the calm that comes when you give your body time. That's mindfulness, and it does more for digestion than any supplement ever could. At this stage in life, food becomes a kind of wisdom. Papaya eaten thoughtfully can be more than breakfast. It can be a gentle act of care, a daily reminder that good health isn't about doing more, but about doing what's right, one mindful bite at a time. The bigger picture, food combining for seniors. As we grow older, food stops being just fuel, it becomes communication. Every bite you take sends a message to your body, your mind, and your mood. And just like any good conversation, it's not about how much you say, but how well you listen. The goal isn't restriction, it's harmony. The foods you combine or separate can decide whether your digestion feels calm or chaotic, whether your day feels light or weighed down. One of the simplest yet most powerful rules is this: eat simple, eat slow, eat separately. Your stomach has only so much energy to give. When you mix too many foods at once, especially ones that digest at different speeds, your body works overtime. But when you simplify a fruit on its own, a balanced plate of protein and vegetables, or a meal that pairs healthy fats with leafy greens, You give your digestion a chance to rest and do its job well. Think of it like music. Every ingredient has its rhythm. Protein and vegetables create strength. Fruits bring brightness and renewal. Healthy fats like olive oil or avocado keep the melody smooth. But when too many notes play together, the harmony turns into noise. And this isn't just about your stomach. Better digestion means better energy, sharper thinking, and steadier emotions. When your gut feels balanced, your entire body follows your heart, your brain, even your sleep. So the next time you sit down to eat, pause for a moment. Breathe. Choose foods that work together, not against each other. Because when digestion flows, life flows. Your body is still listening, still learning, still ready to heal. No matter your age, every mindful choice sends a message of renewal. Even one small change, eating slower, choosing simpler foods, or enjoying papaya the right way can bring back lightness, clarity, and joy to your days. You deserve to feel strong, steady, and alive. If this message helped you, please subscribe, and share it with someone who loves papaya as much as you do. Because when we take care of ourselves, we remind others that it's never too late to start healing.